Yes, I want Africans wherever you are begin to rejoice, begin to celebrate yourselves, begin to thank God for what He has done. Waiting at the talk. What am I saying? The thing why the talk be say the problem in the Western area, their campaign is going to bring unity in Africa. If the Africans should come together and take this advantage that is coming now. What am I trying to say? The former American president, Donald Trump, who referred African nations as shithole in the past, is currently referring or comparing himself with Jesus Christ of Nazareth and another former South African president and African leader, Nelson Mandela. It's very funny. It's very, very funny. I know some people will be asking, who is this Nelson Mandela? I am coming there. But pay good attention. Past years, former American presidents and other powerful leaders in the world were referring African nations as a place where our people in abroad will be taken home for burial. They call us cemetery. But today, American election campaign is on. That former president who was referring African nations as shithole is today campaigning and telling the Americans that he is going to be like Jesus Christ of Nazareth and former South African president Nelson Mandela as a modern day Nelson Mandela. See the work of God. So I am now calling on African leaders to please pay good attention. Allow our youth to come up and take the leadership of these nations. Encourage them, bring them up so that we can measure with them and go beyond the level they expected us. All the natural resources that God created on earth is deposited on our soil in Africa. All they need in America and Europe to grow is in Africa, in our soils here. Today, they are seeing our importance. They can talk good about us. Yes, they might be pretending, but I'm telling you, save this video for reference purposes. It might be a revelation. I am telling you that very soon Africa is going to be the leader of this world. Remember, the Romans have ruled. Remember, even when Obama came to just contest for American president, they said an African man, he has ruled. But I am talking a situation where we become powerful in this world. This man called Mandela today that Trump is talking about, when he started fighting against apartheid in South Africa, he was detained for 27 years. He was in prison because he was fighting for his people. People will ask, what is this apartheid? Apartheid is a rule that was introduced in 1948 in South Africa from the white ruling class then. They call it supremacy, white supremacy, to make sure that the real African, South Africans did not get political positions or have nothing in the administration of that government then. When Mandela discovered it, he said no to that his people must be part of the people that will rule South Africa. They must be inclusive in whatever they're doing in South Africa. I want also to remind you that even when he was detained, he was kept in a cell or a prison where no white was, just pure blacks. They were having what they call the blacks and the non-white and blacks. The white and the blacks. Meaning, wherever these white guys are doing their own thing, schools that attend, whatever they do, they are separate, while the blacks are separate. What is the real meaning of this appetite? Disconnection, disunity, isolation, partitioning, partition. Everything that is separate is other words to qualify the word appetite. The man who fought this, Mandela, was detained. At a time, he visited some part of Africa, African nations like Ethiopia and Morocco, including Nigeria, where a nationalist, a former aviation minister, Chief Mbazilike Amechi, kept him or hide him in Nigeria for 6 months just to avert or to stop him being arrested by the ruling class in South Africa then. Mandela today is being recognized in the whole world. At a time when he was in detention, he had tuberculosis in 1988. He was released and treated and returned back. So my advice is, whatever you are doing, you are fighting for your people, you are doing what is good, and the constitution of that country said what you are doing is good. Continue. Time is coming when you will come out victoriously. Time is coming when the world will begin to celebrate you. If you see what is happening in Africa since last year, you will see changes. Things are happening. And from what I am seeing, the problem they're having there now in Europe and some other part of the country in the world is supposed to be an advantage for Africa to liberate themselves. I want you that is watching this video, please share it to get to all of them, including Donald Trump. Let the world see it. We are saying this from Akibo TV, live and direct. Let them see it. Share it to everybody. Let Africans begin to prepare themselves. Let our current leaders today prepare to bring up young leaders who will take it from the world very soon. Thank you and remain blessed. Thank you.